From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Once more, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He gets it underneath to Hall. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Blitz coming and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And here comes Berrios. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty. Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. Now it's Wilson. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
31's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 31.
To throw is Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On first down, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Dancing to his left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, 61 yards. And the Jets have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first and 10, it's Gibson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Here we go, D.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Second and 9 now. And He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll drop to throw. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jets. Evan Ingram, 34 yards. And the Jets just continue to roll. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 57 yards. And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him real confidence. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's got room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson's throw taken in by Ridley here. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. And the Jets add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a throw here to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley, 57 yards. And the Jets are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Back to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. He's got Gibson on the out route. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Quick slant, Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. A give up the middle to Gibson. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Hey, watch the lane. Mike 6. Mike 6. Hey.
Back to throw here. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mike 6. Hey, check Mike 6. Mike 6. Mike 6. Mike.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Washington, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week.